Lord have mercy. What's up, YouTube? We are back with another video. I took a little rest. I had got off and I said, hey, let me get some sleep. Let me take a nap. Okay. When you're working hard, you need to take a break. So I went on, took me a beautiful nap. And I said, hey, we're gonna give the show. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do some shows. So I want to give shout out to all the producers. Shout out to the producers that is a member. I also want to say shout out to that. And also shout out to our moderators. So I have a lot to discuss in this video today. We're going to be covering a couple of subjects today, but let me first open up with about Nene Leaks, okay? And her husband Greg. Greg is definitely at death doors, so we definitely want to pray for the family and really give us a good prayer, because I don't know how it is losing a spouse or a patient that's on hospice or whatever. I don't know all the details about Nene Leak's husband, but she announced that her husband is transitioning. And me working in healthcare, I've been around a lot of people that was in like hospice and that they was at death doors and they were surrounded with their loved ones, with their family, and they went on and transition. This was before the Rona, where you can actually be in a room. You know what I'm saying? All the family members are there. We offer you juice, water, and food while you around your loved ones. So we're definitely praying for Nene. I'm gonna say that again. We're definitely praying for Nene Leakes and her children, because that's somebody father, that's somebody husband, that's somebody brother. So we definitely want to pray for that. Even though I feel as though that Nene should have been at home or at the hospital with her husband, but hey, we are in a pandemic. She probably could not visit her husband in the hospital because it's a pandemic. So some people grieve different type of way. They continue to work, they continue to do things outside of just grieving. So they go out and say, hey, even though this is going on, I'm gonna still go out here and really rest. So I'm gonna say shout out to Nene Leaks and shout out to her family, and we wish them very, very well. I'm going to say we definitely wish them well in doing that. Also, too, a little update. Peter, y'all know we did a video earlier about Peter and his whole restaurant, Peter Thompson restaurant scandal. He decided to drag Funkin' Aneva and Claudia Jordan. But this is what I want to say. A little backstory. Peter allegedly owed the IRS, and his accounts were frozen because in some of his people, checks were bouncing when they tried to cash their check. Now, it's out there. You can read about it and everything like that. This is a gossip show, so I'm going to go with the gossip. Now, only thing that Peter have to do is get away from the finances. Get somebody that can be over the finances, is going to make sure the books are good so you don't try to cheat the IRS. It's one thing that when you are a black owner of a restaurant, you cannot try to cheat the IRS or the government, because they're definitely watching. They already don't want us, when I say us, black people, to actually own any property or own a business. So if you out here cheating the system, they're going to be the first ones to be out on the lookout when you try to cheat the system. So if you say, hey, I don't want to pay no taxes, I ain't paying no taxes, you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught, especially when you have a restaurant in a very prime area and stuff like that. And he also was dragging, Foxo. He was dragging Funkin' Aneva. He was dragging Claudia Jordan. He was dragging our Al Riddens, our Rhino, whatever it is, the Owl. Okay. And he said, y'all are my friends. Why are y'all talking about this situation? And you could have picked up the phone. But the reason why they didn't pick up the phone is because they are a gossip blog. You got to understand, if you're friends with a fucking Aniva or Claudia Jordan, she's a blogger too. They're going to talk about the tea because they have a job to do. They got to make sure them ratings are really high for Fox Soul, and they got to make sure that it's going to be like real good. I'm just going to be clear with you. They're going to have to make sure that when they cover these stories, that it's entertaining, that people can watch because they work for another entity. They don't want to be replaced. So y'all may have been cool at Bar One or at a restaurant, but let's be crystal clear. When they step on that Fox Soul stage and when they have them cameras and lights on, it's all about making a dollar. It's all about making sure they get those ratings and those clicks and views. That's what it's about. If you were true friends with them, of course they would have called you. They would have picked up the phone and say, "Hey, bro, hey, Peter, this Funky Nanifa. I got some tea that you ain't been paying your staff. I want to know, do you want to come on the show and talk about it before we go public with this?" They could have did that. But in reality, they're not your friends. They are doing special stuff when it comes to social media. They are talking about this on their show. So that you are not technically their friend. Because if they were your friend, they would definitely not be talking about you all on social media. Okay, a true friend will call, right? Thank you, Miss Shaw. She said exactly. A true friend will call. Okay. And that's definitely say, hey, Wiley Miles, everyone in the chat. Hey, that's what a true friend. What a friend we have in Jesus. You know what a friend. But these friends now, they will get a click and a view. They will roast and gag you. They will not pick up the phone to call you before they go live. They will drag you in the mess. They will let you have it. Fox Soul is a messy show. It's about the clicks and the views. Okay. It's just about the clicks and the views. Okay. I'm just going to be real clear. It's about the clicks. This is why I don't take nothing personal with these people. These people are not my friend. I have associates, and my grandmother told me long time ago, don't be calling people your friends all the time. Don't. Do not be calling, because that's how you get messed up in these streets. That's how your heart be broken. Ain't nobody on this YouTube stuff my friend. Now I'm getting to know people to become my friend. They become associates. They become somebody that's nice. But I don't be calling everybody my friend. I'm getting to know you. You know what I'm saying? Because a friend, we gotta go through something. For me to give you that title as a friend, it gotta be something. And it gotta be something outside of just gossip of YouTube. We gotta talk about other stuff. Like, hey man, how's your day? Or we talk about we going out for a walk, going out for brunch. We doing stuff outside of just YouTube. But if we just call and it's all about what's going on YouTube, technically not my friend. This is just about what we talking about on YouTube. So I'm just saying that to be 100. Okay. So I'm gonna say shout out to Peter. He was a mess when he got them together, but you got to understand, fucking Aniva, Claudia Jordan, and Al, they are not your friends. Even fucking Aniva said, "Oh, my friend should be over the finance," even though he ain't really dragged, because fucking Aniva could drag. But let's be clear. He brought it up. He could have easily said, "You know what, Claudia? Before we talk about it, let's get Peter on the line." So I had to bring that up on the social media. And I'm just gonna be real. I had to bring that up, right? Because I want to be clear with you. If anything that going wrong with me, if whether you're a moderator, whether you're a lawyer or whatever, try to call me before you put something publicly. That's what I always say. Call me first before you drag me in something publicly. Call me first so I can be aware if you say you are my friend. But if you're not my friend, do what you want to do. But if you're my friend, I supposed to get a heads up, right? That's what I said. If I say so and so is my friend, that's how I will call. Or we cool, I'm gonna call you. Like if somebody say something about somebody that I'm cool with, I'm gonna let them know, hey sis, this is what being said before, and not try to keep it from me. And then we may develop a friendship, either when you cool and stuff like that. But let's not use that term friend so loosely. I'm gonna say it again. Let's not use that term friend too loosely, because that is something that will break your heart when they do something you don't like. And so, Peter, this is a teachable moment. That's a teachable point that you don't take it. Now, I believe that Michelle ATLian is a friend of Peter. You know, let me break that down. I really believe that Michelle ATLian is a friend of Peter, because when the story broke, she did not go live talking about Peter mismanagement of funds. See, she made sure that she called Peter before she even talked about it. And once Peter responded to Fox Soul, that was her opening to come out and say, Flop Soul. That's a true friend. When something is going on, you know you're getting dragged, before they try to do all that, she definitely made sure that she contact her friend first before she made the decision to come out publicly. That's how you do it. All right. So she definitely rides for Peter. We want to say shout out to her in the chat. And I want to say that. I want to say that humbly. Shout out to Michelle T. Elliott, because she definitely did that. Sis was like, listen, before I jump into this, I'm going to make sure that I break down the topic. I'm going to call him first. Then I'm going to talk about it. That's how you do it. Because that'll let you know at least you are a friend to let me know publicly before things go left. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now we're talking about Swae Lee. All right, Swae Lee is a singer, because I was listening to Unforgettable, that song he did with French Montana. I was listening to some of his records because I didn't even know who Swae Lee was. Okay, I'm not that good in mainstream secular music. Now, if it's a gospel artist, I can talk about it. But Swae Lee, I'm bringing his name up because Tasha K interviewed a transgender woman, and this transgender woman tried to trying to expose Swae Lee, and Swae Lee, according to this trans woman, gave her his address, and they connected on social media first, right? He lost his hard drive or his flash drive, and the transgender woman said, hey, my mom worked there, let me just go. And he was like, oh, you kidding? Do you have it? She was pretty much joking, right? So she opened up her social media. So Swae Lee invited her on on social media. Swae Lee invited her to his house. So according to the trans, that he fell asleep, and then she contacted her ride. Her ride was on the way, and then eventually Swae Lee said, hey, let's, you can come over. I'm sorry I fell asleep. So he went over. Now, according to this trans sister, that they went on and they was cuddling and they were smoking. I'm gonna repeat. They were cuddling and smoking, and that he was holding on to her butt. Now, all of this went left because she decided to give it to the blogs industry on blast and pretty much put his address out. And he responded talking about, you catfish me, you were dishonest, you're not the person, I'm not into dudes, you catfish me. So all that was going on. And so Tasha asked, did you all have sex? No. Did you all kiss? No. What was done? And I'm like, this is the main reason why you lose support with some trans when he come to straight men. Why would you expose him? He probably was trying to experiment with this. It didn't take you to none of us should know that you like, these cisgender men, that you were attracted to that. We don't need to know that you're doing an episode and the title is Swae Lee exposed by trans. Listen, it wasn't nothing to be exposed. Y'all didn't make love. Y'all didn't have no love making. Nothing. You didn't see his equipment. He didn't see your equipment. None of that. I just think that you were upset because Swae Lee did not invite you to come back to his house, and for y'all can get down with the get down. I'm assuming that Swae Lee was like, "Hey, I don't want to do this. This is too much. This I want to experiment on this. I want to do it. Maybe so because all my rapper friends they getting pinged down by trans women. So let me see if I can get pinged down by you." And he must have thought about it. I was like, "No, I don't want to do this because she may talk too much." So it was a very desperate attempt of this trans sister to expose Swae Lee, and it pretty much was pretty much was crazy. So I reached out to Swae Lee, didn't get a response. I'm like, listen, you did all this to expose this man for what? For your 15-minute of fame. Nobody's gonna want to sleep with you, and for you to ping them down because you go too quick and you want to go on Tasha K's show and you want to expose something. So of course you ain't gonna get that. I'm gonna break it down because you would immediately took that little piece of you having a long time with Swae and you try to turn it into something big. That wasn't really no tea because y'all didn't screw. You didn't pull out your equipment and you did not pin him down. Now, if you'd have pulled out your equipment and he would have busted wide open and you would have had the footage and the pictures, okay, that's exposed right there. But none of that happened. None of that happened. Y'all didn't even kiss. According to you, you said, quote, he only rubbed me on my butt. That ain't nothing. I want to know, did you pull down your equipment, your 11 inches, and put all of the inches inside of his back door? Did you do that? See, that's exposure. That's when you expose and you got the evidence to prove that. But pretty much what it was seemed that you catfish the guy, pretend. And then once the guy has you in the house, him being nice, he said, "Okay, let me just rub on the little butt." You know, he catfished me. We catfish me, so I'm just gonna go on here and just rub the little butt and see if I'm really into this. I'm high. You know, most of these singers and rappers they do PCP, they do crack, they be all type of drugs. So he probably was so high and said, "Listen, let me just rub down the butt and let me just see." And then once saw how that peen just really grew and it got real hard with the he she we, automatically he's like, "Oh no, I can't do that. Unforgettable." Okay, no, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I will not do it. You got to leave my house. So I'm just assuming that man was like, hush, somebody's calling my name. Hush. It's all that big ride. There wasn't no flashlight. So sometimes he was like, listen, I'm not about to do this. And he had to thought about it and do all that. So you got to be very careful even dealing with these he, she, we. Because listen, it's some take it too far. They got to go out and try to expose you. Man, I'm the type of person, if I'm dealing with a Swae Lee or anybody, any type of rapper or Chris Brown, whomever, and if I get an invitation, I'm gonna make sure I keep that on there down low. Nobody have to know because I want it to keep on coming. I don't want to expose and then lose that, right? Because it seems because Tasha asked her a question. What about Sydney Star? Because Sydney Star exposed Chingy. She and this trans woman was like, "Yeah, Sydney Star lied," and I'm like, "Girl, it seems like you lying about Swae Lee." Anyway, so that was going on. I said, "Hey, I have to talk about that." So let me ask the poll of my producers really quickly. Press 1 if you think that the trans sister did did go to Swae Lee house and they was cuddling. Press 1 if you think the trans woman and Swae Lee was cuddling in his house. Press 2 you think the story is BS. Press 2 you think the story is BS. Press 1 if you believe that Swae Lee and that trans woman was cuddling and rubbing on each other buttocks. Press 1 if you believe they was running on each other buttocks, touching on each other flashlight, or press 2 you do not believe it. All right, just post whatever it is. Press 1 if you think they were touching on each other cheek to cheek. Press 2 you do not believe it. I'm just seeing where y'all at. Okay, and just comment below. All right, it's split. This is a split decision. I'm reading the comments, baby. It's split. Look at that. It is a split decision. It's a split decision. So I did watch that and everything like that. So he said she catfished him. So one. All right. So one. Okay. He did say that though, that he was catfish. So they were that they did see each other. So okay. All right. So in our last topic that we're going to discuss is the Nosey Heaux live. So of course she did a YouTube live. She was on multiple channels, and one of her main channels were taken down by YouTube due to breaking the community guidelines. And so she decided to get okay. Before we actually get another YouTube live, and that was taken down. So she created a new YouTube, and that YouTube channel got taken down as well. So she created some more. That YouTube channel was taken down. Of course, YouTube was saying they were saying all on social media. But before we get into details about that, I do want to talk about Tim Norman. I do want to talk about Tim Norman. Now, Tim Norman, I want to give you all an update on Tim Norman from Sweetie Pies. Tim Norman is in jail right now, waiting trial. He wrote a letter to the judge, and while writing a letter to the judge, he feels as though that the prosecutor should have the evidence in a certain format so he'd be able to review it. It's about 1,000,000 pages for this lawsuit. When I say 1,000,000 pages, 1,000,000 pages. Terica, Terica Ellis is singing and working with the feds, and you know Tim want to get this. He really want this trial to get started due to the Rona and due to the fact that the prosecutors had him under surveillance since 2016. Had him under surveillance since 2016 and was watching him all the way up to 2020. That they have video footage, that they have recordings, that they have all this stuff, and the death penalty have been taken off the table, and it's about life without no possibility of parole. So this is a very sad situation. Of course, Miss Robbie is up in age, and it looks like she have lost both of her son, one to the grave and one to the system. So I'm definitely praying for Miss Robbie, and I'm also going to be praying for I'm going to be praying for Miss Robbie, also praying for Andre's mother and family as well, because many people say Miss Robbie, but they forget to mention Andre family because that was someone's son and that was someone's brother. I'm gonna say it again. So just pray, pray, pray. And he really, really want to get off of this, but it looked like he will not be getting off on this at all. Okay. All right. So we're going to back to Nosey. Okay, so Nosey had a channel out, and she was we're talking about the Costco girl, and she was talking about, Nicki Minaj husband and all of that. Some people say that it was Nicki Minaj and the Barbs that took our page down. So me, I went on social media and I was doing my research. And so when I went on there, I saw that a lot of bars were taking credit of her channel man took it down. They said that we did this because quote, she was talking about Nicki Minaj a lot on her social media. So that was the case. And then she posted another page, and I went to go check that page out. Before you could even watch it, it had a message that this page were taken down. Now the Costco girl is a girl that was with a white family, and they felt as though she was not getting fed by her family. And so the video went viral, and of course, Nosey took that and was really talking about this all on social media, cussing out the Gilbert Police Department, streaming it live, and also talking about Nicki Minaj, and really was extreme with her views. So now people are saying, what's next for her? And I've told this, is you just learn from this. Like you cannot, and I said this before, you cannot be that extreme on social media, because if you are that extreme, that is to take your situation away. So you cannot be that extreme on social media, because if you are that extreme, they have rules and everything like that. You got to make sure you stay in the community guidelines and everything like that. So just an update on the Costco girl. The Gilbert police came out and wrote a statement that they did the investigation. They found nothing was wrong with the child and everything like that. They did an investigation, as well as Child Protective Services did an investigation as well. And so now I think she's trying to take a different turn on her situation, that she's now saying, hey, I need to get a website, I need to get all these things. And of course she wrote a statement, I think, on her website, and pretty much was summing up to her followers and saying, hey, this is unfair treatment that I'm getting on social media. Let me see if I can pull it up, or what she said. Give me a second, if I can pull up or what she said. Give me a second. I'm gonna see. I thought I had it. Let me see if I can find it, or what she actually said. Give me a second. Let me see. All right. Okay, I can't find it. Okay, I cannot find, because she wrote a statement. So I can't find the statement what she wrote. And so YouTube has been putting this in there and said, sorry to hear about this. And of course, it's just an automatic message that YouTube been giving and saying on social media. But of course, all of her pages have been taken down. So we're definitely going to keep you all updated on this or on this situation. And of course, I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I want to ask you a question. Do you think that it was fair that they took down her channel? Do you think that that's fair that, social media, when it comes to YouTube, do you think that it was unfair of them to take down her channel? So let me know in the comments if you think that it was unfair. And that number, we're going to post it on social media, on our YouTube. So just let me know. Give me a second, because we're going to open up the phone lines. Moderators, it will be the 646 number. But give me a second while I open it up. I already have the number pinned. Let me boot up the show. But I want to know, do you think that was fair? Or you think that was unfair that her channel got taken down? Me personally, I don't like to see anybody, you know what I'm saying, lose their livelihood when it comes to YouTube. I do believe that we need to stay on the community guidelines. I'm also a fan of just free speech. I wish that we had a little bit more freedom on YouTube, like any of these other platforms. But I want to ask the question to the producers: do you think it was fair that her channel was taken down? I want to hear from you. So if you can call in, only thing we ask that you be respectful, no profanity, and if you use profanity, I'm gonna have to boot you off. Okay, all right. So we're gonna open up these phone lines, but I want to know: do you think that it was fair, or do you think it was not fair? I'm asking you all to see where your headspace is at. So the number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. I want to know. That's the question of the day. Do you think that it was
Your show
fair?
now. Press 1 to hear important.
Your show is scheduled to start in 32 seconds.
Okay, I want to see right here. So the number is again 646-716-8447. That is the number. And I'm asking you, do you think that it was fair that her channel was taken down? So we're going to ask you all to give your
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
All right, give me a second. So that's the number, 646-716-8447. If you have that, that is the number. 646-716-8447. YouTube had, or it's being. So I'm reading some of your comments, but I would like for y'all to call on in, okay, and give your thoughts. And everybody is talking about this. I'm reading some of your comments. Where the chicken come home to roost because she tried to get TK channel taken down. They said they actually get her revenge though, because she went right back. They say YouTube doesn't play when their money is involved. All right, we're going to the phone lines. Okay. 9542, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. Good
Hey,
night. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good. I don't watch Nosey, the lady you're talking about. I really
Okay.
don't know her, but only time I heard of her was around the Jaguar Wright situation.
Okay.
I think her and Jaguar were together. I think I may have seen it then. But do you know exactly like what she said that got it taken down?
Well,
Or was
I
it
don't
just
know. I can't speak on what exactly what was said. Many people thought it was when her cussing out the Gilbert police. They said she was using racial slurs and all of that and posting all this information
Oh, okay.
on her social media and posting the child on her social media. So that's what rumors that they were saying. But I don't know for a fact what was the reason, because I don't even think YouTube even give you the reason of what was actually said. They just give you a generalization that the channel was taken down due to breaking community guidelines.
Oh, okay. All right. Only reason why I wanted to ask about that was because I remember she was really kind of wild with the Jaguar situation and the things that she was saying about like other YouTubers, and I was just like, goodness gracious, I couldn't listen to her. I don't see how people find her entertaining, but hey, to each his own. As far as the I saw the interview with Tasha and Swae. I mean the woman who said she was with Swae.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it because a lot of celebrities, a lot of times they do kind of just look for girls on Instagram. It just becomes it's almost like shopping. It's just like, oh yeah, her, yeah, she's cool. See if she'll come. And most likely those girls do show up because it's the superstar, it's a celebrity or whatever. But he may have known it, like you said. I think the most plausible situation is what you said. She got there. He was like, okay, let's see if I can do this. And then it was just like, no, never mind. I changed my mind.
Right. No, I can't.
I think that's exactly
I can't
how it
ride
was.
this pole. I think he had.
You
I think he was like, oh no, I can't do this.
All right. Well, thanks, Wiley. You have a good night.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. So the number is 646-716-8447. We'll go to the next caller. 5398. Caller, you on air.
Hello.
Hey, 5398. Can you turn me down the back? Because I hear something in the back.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Ron.
Okay.
Let me cut you off the box.
Okay.
Is you okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Go ahead. What you want to say about the subject?
Okay. The first thing I want to say is I think her channel should have been taken down. You know, I hate to see anybody lose their source of income, but then that person has to have a certain accountability. You know, and to me, her channel should have been taken down. Some things she said about women, their baby father left them destitute and all, you know, very disrespectful thing. It's not even about racism. She's very disrespectful. And then, like you, Wally, you have this. Sometimes we agree with you, sometimes you don't. But if you don't agree with her, she blocks them. You know,
Oh,
if you
wow.
it's her way, it's okay. You know, and nobody should run their channel like that. She tries to intimidate her subscribers. So no, I don't feel sorry for her because she always saying, I don't need YouTube. I'm a sex worker. I'm this. Okay, well, go do your sex work. But that only gonna work for so long because that's gonna start sagging in a little while. So it's only gonna work for so long. So
All
no,
right.
I feel sorry that her child got
Oh, yeah.
taken down because it's her fault. And you know, we all have consequences, and those were hers.
All right.
So I don't feel sorry for her.
All right. Thank you.
And in the other subject, one more thing: these celebrities have to be careful who they're, you know, getting involved with. They have to be careful,
Absolutely.
you know, because so like you said, they have to be careful because you know, there's a lot of cell phones, social media, and all that, and they should know that by now.
All right.
So, thank you, Wally.
No, thank
you. Have
you.
a nice night.
All right, you too. Bye
All
bye.
right.
All right, I want to read what she
Bye.
wrote on her website and really quickly. She said, "My YouTube channel have all been removed after Kenya, aka Monica the Avatar, sent her minions troll farm to stalk, harass, and mass report me. This happened after I spent several weeks investigating the identity of the person behind All About the Tea Avatar." Which turned out to be Kenya. YouTube has removed my channel for bullying and harassment, but some reason won't remove the 99 million videos on YouTube posted by Monica and her troll farm minions that actually harass, stalk, bully, and threaten me daily since late 2020. Since I have been a loyal bunch of subscribers, I was continuing to go live daily to bring you all the celebrity news and trending topics. But it wasn't 99 million people, and I do believe that she had to look at Nikki and her fan base. Like, she's not mentioning those people, and they are very critical about it and actually celebrating this on Twitter. I don't think Monica did it at all. I do believe it was some of the Barbs. Honestly, if you go and you Twitter her name, you will see a big response are from the Barbs. Nobody from All About the Tea have even made a statement or comment about that I've seen on Twitter. But let's go to the phone lines. 6264, calling you on the air.
Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley, how are you doing?
Doing good.
I think her channel should have been took down.
Okay.
Let's just be honest about this situation. She's been chasing high views since Jaguar and Storm Moreau was doing their videos. And this is where it all comes from. It stems from that. And I feel like she took the Monica situation, took them people, and used them. I feel like she took them and used them for views. And once she was done with them, you know, she got all her viewers out, chasing people around and stuff like that. I feel like the woman that was the Costco, now this is me, not nobody else. I feel like the Costco person, the girl or the lady that's doing the Costco store, she's part of Nosey Heaux group. And I believe that this is this investigation thing that they've been talking about for the longest. Oh, we're going to become investigators. You know what I mean? And I just feel like people just looking at certain parts of it and not starting from the very beginning. You know, she had it out for Storm and Tasha K from day one, and it's been all about getting views. And once she seen she couldn't get them views with Jaguar, then, you know, she put Jaguar off to the side. Then she sees this Monica story. And, oh, okay, well, I think this is going to be my 1 million thing right here. And she been running with it. She want to say it's Monica, but what about all them people she docked? How does she know it's not the people she docked that got her in her situation?
All right. Thank
now,
you.
That's something.
Thank you.
You have a good one, Wiley.
All right, you too. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. We're going to the next caller really quickly. We got a lot of callers, so we're going to get to everybody. All right. So make sure you turn me down the back. All right. 5430. Caller, you're on air.
Hey, Wiley. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah. Well, to get to the point, to be honest, my opinion is I do like, I've looked at all the bloggers like yourself, Tasha K, Omar Williams, you know, Toxie, everyone. I didn't dibble and dabble, you know, Lovely T, everybody. And I will say, I don't dibble with her because I don't like negativity. And there's just so much negativity. My spirit can't listen to that much negativity because it's a lot of smut and it just is some nasty vibes, you know, and you just can't listen to that every day and think you're going to have some good vibes in your life. So I feel that all the negativity just came around to her because if you want to put hate in the world and just hate, and no good, then you will have a world full of enemies and you will be taken down. So, you know, I don't feel bad because I thought that was part of her platform was the hate channel. That's what I thought. And so I'm not shocked. So that's just my opinion. That's all.
Yeah, for me, I'm not surprised because, you know, when you work with another entity, like, again, these are rules that we have to follow. And I learned from this. This is a teachable moment for me and for other content creators that you have to build outside of YouTube, building your identity, whether it's a Patreon or whether it's Twitch or whether it's your Twitter following or whether it's Instagram. You want to make sure that you got other platforms. And then if you really want to be really, really independent, is do what Kaya did, create your own website and stream on there. You could be as unfiltered as you want to be.
Because you also right on that. Because I'm going to give you another example. Come on, Tommy Sotomayor. And I know he don't like black women, but let me tell you something. I respect, hey, if you don't like something, I respect your opinion. I just want to tune in and see why you don't like black women or what you really think, because it interests me. But that man's channel has been taken down how many times? So
A lot
to
of
me,
times.
just,
Yeah,
go start over again. Like that's the game.
absolutely. We thank you
You
so.
lost. I mean, you're gonna have to start over. But if you want to play a hate game, then you're gonna have people that's gonna flag you. You're gonna have to, because this is the world that you wanna roll the dice in. You wanna play in the hateful world. Well, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get hateful people that want to take you down, and so you're gonna have to always recreate yourself and always have a backup channel and always do this because you want to create that. And then you think that I don't need nobody, I just need myself. And everybody that says that in the world will always say, you do need somebody, even a job you get. Don't think you got that job by yourself. Somebody had to see something good for you to hire you. So we all need everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for calling in.
You're welcome, Wiley. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. 1753, call you on air.
Good night, Wiley. How you doing?
All right.
Good, yeah. So I'm just going to chime in just on a couple of topics that you touched on. I just want to say that Nosey Heaux' channel has always been kind of vile. Like, I mean, my father always told me when you dig a grave, make sure you dig one for yourself. She was trying to get Tasha K's channel pulled down for a long time, like for a minute. And then in retrospect, now her channel is pulled down. So no, I don't really show grimy, okay? Especially when she was trying to put out All About the Tea. Like, I feel like she took it too far and she didn't know, like, when to stop. And so I think that she needs to be humbled, and she did get humbled. So, I mean, hopefully if she come back, like, bigger and better. But I wish her all the best. I don't feel any regret, and I think that should be a teachable moment and a learning lesson for her, as well as other YouTubers. So, just remember who is, putting the food on your table, right? Like, you're not bigger than the people who employ you. The Swae situation, I'm not surprised, because he did sing about how he don't got no type. So I'm not surprised that, a transgender came out about it. I do believe it's true. What I don't like is the fact that, not even really men could kind of like experiment and dibble and dabble without being outed by the public. Because you can't out somebody who didn't out themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they were like intimate. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So I just kind of feel like she was just like taking it too far. She should have waited till they actually got to like first base or second base and then come and say something. But I didn't understand why she was doing all of that if they didn't do anything. Like, they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. 3522, call you on the air. 3522, you live on the air. 3522. And it's Chicago. Is it Chicago? I believe so. 3522, you live on the air.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Yes.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Wiley. Hey, Wiley. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Chi-town.
Yes, all day.
So, yes, I do believe that I want to talk about the Nosey Heaux. I really believe that she should be taken down. She talked about a child for one. She also said that the baby would grow up to be a R word, like his daddy. On top of her and two other people from the old All About the Tea panel going on her channel and tearing down people, going to their children's schools, doxing their children, pulling up in front of these people's houses. I mean, she has obviously you can tell she does not have kids, because you don't know what type of crazy people are out here that you're sending loose on these people. And then on top of that, she never apologized to any of these people. She told them, if I find out it's not you, I'll bring you back up to my channel. She never brought them people back up. She had people calling those people jobs 24/7. One of the ladies had a business, and she was constantly getting calls from nuts on that channel. And she definitely should have been took down a long time ago. She tried it, and she couldn't get Tasha K down, so she came all about the tea. And she has never once showed any evidence on that channel. She keeps saying all about the tea, all about the tea, all about the tea, but not one time has she showed any evidence. Her, So Debonair, Marcella, all them who joined her should be apologizing to those people that they doxed. They never show proof that of anything. They're going by a voice, by fingers, looking at hands. It was stupid, and they're very childish, and they need to be taken down just like her.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. And also, to producers, we are on Twitch. I think the Twitch is Wiley Show TV. So you can go and follow us on Twitch. We're streaming live on Twitch. So shout out to that and leave your comments over there, because we're going to do, like, we could do movie night over there. So much we could do over there on Twitch. So make sure you shout out. We are definitely on Twitch. So make sure you check us out over there on Twitch, the Wiley Show TV. So if you need any help, if you need the link, if you can't find it, the moderators will post it. You can just click on there and follow us over there on Twitch. It's the Wiley Show TV, and that's it. Where we is on Twitch, so you can just definitely follow us over there. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey,
you looking good tonight?
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, so we're going to the next caller. All right, 1588, calling on air. 1588. 1588. Okay, they get me in the background. All right, 5959, call you on air. 5959. Hi, yes. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, how are you tonight?
Doing all right.
Good. Listen, I just wanted to say about the Nosey Heaux thing. Why can't we assume that it was the police who got in touch with the other police, or the YouTube police, and had that done? I mean, especially given the fact now that the Angelica girl or whatever has been arrested as well, supposedly for a false report.
Mm-hmm.
But I just
and Angelica, that's the one that was that took
really
the picture
police.
of the Costco.
I think it was
as the Costco girl. I just want to make sure the Angelica girl, is that the one that took the picture and posted it on social media?
The one that did the initial report.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And she was supposedly arrested a day or so ago.
Okay.
For doing a false report, supposedly, whatever. But the thing is, with her calling those officials, even one of the officials told her, we're going to take this report and send it on now so we can get to real 911 calls. That's, that's like a law, right? You know what I'm saying? So why can't we even assume that the police had something to do with it rather than any other YouTuber?
Oh, that's a good point. Very, very good point. Very, very good point.
So let's pray that it stops there as far as her, as far as things coming down the tube, down the rabbit hole against her, whatever on that. I just hope the police doesn't find a way to try and come back and just get on, you know what I'm saying? Just do some stuff where she's concerned to her. So that's my main observation.
All right. Thank you so very much for the observation. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. So thank you. Shout out to the new members. Also to, I don't know if we should do a members only live, because I think it's getting kind of late. So I'm going to maybe do a members only. It's to the members. Do y'all want me to do a members only live? Give me a second. Let me know. Members, because we did one, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. So y'all let me know if y'all want to do a members only. But thank you. Shout out to the producers that came through. And again, I'm not laughing at her, because back to this particular subject, it's a teachable moment. You learn from it. What I learned from it, I said, okay, let me get another stream of income, and I'll build something else in a couple of weeks, and we're gonna be making some announcements and everything like that. That's why we're promoting the Twitch We are definitely over there. We are on Twitter at Wiley Show, so y'all can tweet us at the Wiley Show hashtag. Y'all could use that, and so we everywhere, pretty much on Instagram. You can follow us over there. We everywhere. So I just wanted people to just show us some love and some support. Give me a second while I pull up the Twitter so you all to know where we at. If you have a Twitter account, you can show us some love. Give me a second. I'll pull that up. All right, because we got about 2,500 followers on Twitter. So let me see if I can show y'all the Twitter. Give me a second while I bring that up. I'm gonna show y'all the Twitter. Give me a second. Okay, bring it up so y'all can see that, where y'all can follow, because we're everywhere. We try to make sure that we everywhere, so y'all can definitely follow us on all these different sites, and also we're on Clubhouse. So we got a live. You can follow me on Clubhouse as well. So this is our Twitter account at Wiley Show. You can follow us right now. You could do it right now. Follow us. So if you're on Twitter, that is our Twitter account where you can just definitely check us out at Wiley Show. You can check us out over there. That is our Twitter. You could show us love. And yeah, so I'm going to definitely pull on my Instagram because we're definitely on Instagram as well. At Wiley Show as well. So give me a second while I pull that up. We have about 6,000 followers on Instagram, so you could definitely check us out over there on Instagram. Give me a second while I'll show y'all that and follow us over there. Give me a second while I pull that up. And also, too, next year we will be, a meet and greet in Vegas. So if you want to meet me in person, we're doing that next year. That will be August the 26th through the 29th, 2022. It will be in Vegas. So I'm going to be calling some hotels tomorrow and to see which one I'm going to be at. And then anybody want to book a room there and be like, oh, I'll stay at the same hotel you're staying at. That'll be cool. So if you want to email me to RSVP so we know how many people is coming, that's Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Again, Wiley Show Production at gmail.com. You definitely get more information if you're coming to RSVP and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, definitely. So that is the information. So I'm really looking forward to it, you guys. Seeing you all there if you want to meet me in person and stuff like that. So that's going to be lovely. All right, you guys, no more phone calls. That is it. Thank you so very much. We will have the timestamps up once this video is done. You can definitely shout out for that. So members, we will do a members only tomorrow because it's a little too late. So we'll do that members only. So shout out if you're a new member, shout out to you. If you're not a new member, shout out to the people that's going to become a member. So thank you so much to the producers. This was lovely. So we will see you all tomorrow for another video. Thank you and have a wonderful good night. Peace.